Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we will be looking at One Piece boxes. We will be comparing them from the previous week and seeing how every single one has performed. So you will be seeing some boxes that you own featured in this video. But also, because it's the fourth Friday of the month, I will actually now be comparing the month of January compared to the month of December, and we can see how much of a percentage jump we've seen in the last 4 Fridays. So make sure to stay tuned for that. I'll be sharing that later in this video. So Blue Bottom is up 11.6%. Blue Bottom is such a good set, but the thing is, it has lagged so far behind other boxes. I mean, you can look here, look at these prices. OP13, only 2 months ago, it used to be $203. You had boxes like OP10 under $100 at $99. Now it's 2, 3, 4, 5x'd. However, OP01 Blue Bottom hasn't even moved up by $1,500. However, now it has, which is fair. The week prior, it had only moved in 7 weeks. It had only moved, what, like $1,000? But now it has moved up 10%, which I think is completely fair. White Bottom is up 2.6%, not as crazy. Definitely a lot of focus on Blue Bottom, as that one has gone a little bit more parabolic. Well, sorry, no, it has lagged a little bit more, so now it's going a little bit more parabolic. If you look, like OP01 White Bottom has almost doubled from 1,200 to 2,000, but then Blue Bottom hasn't even gone up by like 25% until now. So yeah. Anyways, OP02 is is down 5%. Look, OP02 jumped up a lot. It is definitely ran up a ton, so it is completely valid there. Just cooling off, which is a-okay. OP03 is in a very similar situation. I mean, you got to remember, this box was 340 when we were tracking this, and now it's 832. So you know what? It pulling back 5% is valid. Now, well, right now it is 791. Completely fair. OP04 is up 0.5%, which I'm gonna be real with you, is actually kind of surprising. It's literally in like the identical situation as OP02, OP03, but it's actually up, so I don't really get the logic there, but hey, I'm all for it. Moving on, OP05 is up 5.6% from $1,008 to $1,065. Man, OP05 is such a good set where I'm thinking it's actually undervalued. I was talking about this in another video, but I actually forgot which one it was, so my apologies. But I was saying how I think OP05 might be a little bit undervalued. And the reason is because Luffy is the most popular character of One Piece, and Gear 5 Luffy is his most popular gear. People love Gear 5 Luffy. So you've got that, but then on top of that, you've also got the signature Luffy, so you've got some heat inside. So I feel like it should be more expensive. I think maybe 12, 13, 1400, maybe even 1500 if we're feeling a bit naughty. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like it should be a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it there. OP06 is up 3%, just up a measly $10, so that's pretty sweet. Then EB01 is up 4.7%, which is, once again, pretty neat. EB01 actually did stagnate for a good while. If you remember, you would see that it was 508 and then it just magically jumped to $900. But after it jumped to $900, it did calm down a bit. You got 920, 820, 820, 819. And now, after a month of practically being the same price, it has jumped up 5%. So that's pretty sweet. OP07 is up 6% from 288 to 305. Oh man, OP07. Who remembers, if you were when the channel was created, OP07 was 129, and then the next week $200. That Boa Hancock just carried the set completely. I mean, if you've got such a popular manga, I guess it kind of just shows that you've just immediately got a $200 box there, even if the rest of the box is shit. And then the rest of the box, it then speaks for itself, and then the price acts accordingly. But then OP08 is up just 14% from 195 to 220. I believe that this was actually the final box below $200, so it does kind of make sense that it does have that bump. I mean, if you've got the cheapest box, people are going to buy it purely because it's One Piece. So yeah. Crap, I just realized I have not added OP14. What am I doing? Oh gosh, sorry guys. Oh my goodness, I just realized I haven't added OP14. I'll do that once I'm finished tracking all of them. Sorry guys, I completely forgot. Silly me. And anyways, moving on, PRBO1 is up 5% from 858 to 903. So PRBO1, this entire craze, is hasn't moved a lot. So it was $615. Now it's actually $903, which isn't really a lot of movement. It's only a 50% bump, which I know sounds kind of stupid, like, yeah, dude, that's a lot. But is it really though? So yeah. It definitely did deserve to jump up compared to other boxes, which are going up like 2, 3, 400%. OP09 is up 3.4% from 644 to 622. So yeah, a bit of a pullback there. OP09 is such a phenomenal set. That Wanted poster Gear 5 Luffy is amazing. The Gold Roger, I don't know, man. I'm just not really the biggest fan. I think it's okay. It makes sense that he's a Gold Roger with he hiding the One Piece. I don't know. I kind of feel it's a bit. Look, you know what it is. It's not the card. It's not the character. I just don't like the color gold. To be honest with you, I very much like the color silver. I actually had a silver Luffy at one point, although I did unfortunately sell it because it was actually altered. I bought it off this seller and I had a bit of issues with it, so I didn't want an altered card, so I just ended up selling it. But I much prefer the color silver. So out of the two, maybe it's just a bias, but I don't know. I think the Luffy is honestly just nicer, but the Luffy manga, and also the Wanted poster is nice. But anyways, nonetheless, it's a very expensive card. It's popular. My opinion doesn't matter. It's still an expensive card. OP09 is such a phenomenal set, and it did jump up a lot. You can see that it's 261. Dude, now it's 600 and it was 667 at the most. So you can see that it definitely has pulled back, but it does make sense. Full fair reasoning. So OP7 is actually up 17% from 204 to 240. Yeah, I mean, valid. Yeah. Anyways, EB02 is down 5% from 601 to 570. So EB02 is a box that it literally blew up. I remember, I think it was about December, late December, whatever time, I think it was about late December. I was talking about EB02 because EB03 pre-orders came out. Well, they started. I made a video talking about it and I was like, look, man, I don't know, dude. EB03 for $300, that's what it was pre-selling for. I was saying, I don't think it's worth it. I would much rather just buy EB02 for $330, and I kid you not, a week later it jumped up to $600. So I was like, damn. If you bought that at that time, that was perfect timing. Holy crap, that was incredible. But anyways, OP11 is down 3.4% from 437 to 422. OP12 is up 0.5%. It's literally $1. Then PRBO2 is down 0.6%, and then OP13 up 16%. It cracked $600. That's insane. So I was told, in Australia the MSRP is usually a little bit more, but I didn't know what the MSRP was in the States. So apparently MSRP in the States is about $130-ish. If that's true, that means this is officially, 5 times over MSRP? Almost 5 times over MSRP. Holy crap. And I would love to say, it's going to pull back, but Bandai don't seem they want it to pull back. Otherwise, they would just reprint it with the sealed box. But because they're selling them unsealed, this is what happens. If you sell a box unsealed, what do you think is going to happen? Yeah, obviously the sealed product is going to go up. So I don't know what their thinking was there. It seems like they want it to be nice and expensive, but yeah, it's up to $600. Holy crap, that's insane. But yeah, let me quickly add OP14 and I'll get back to you guys. Alrighty, so I've added OP14. So I actually should have added it on the day that it came out, which was last Friday, but it doesn't really matter because TCGplayer tracks the price. I can just get it there. So it was 263 the week that it released, which is day 1, and then now it's 246. So it has pulled back by a bit. Slowly but surely, it will continue to dry up, and then it'll probably explode like every other box. This being $246, yeah, it's obviously the best item to buy right now. I would highly suggest you buy it. If you're looking to invest in One Piece right now, that's the best buy. So yeah, but that is going to do it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.